it up. Let's make some noise. Come on, guys. What about my people over here? What about here? Make some noise. Yeah, that's it. That's all I'm saying. All right, without further ado, we are now ready for bout 4. Let's make some noise. Fighting out of the red corner for Ratanui BEAZLEY.
Joke, it's a pretty serious matter, so gotta look after the guys that are in here. Next up, Ratanui BEAZLEY versus Matthew Taylor. We saw Matthew Taylor's teammate fight Carl Murtagh, Ibn Maleh, so we'll see how this goes. It's at a similar weight. Iban fought at 77, Matthew's at 76. Ratanui BEAZLEY, I think he fought at the last Grassroots, or did he fight at the last show? Either way, it's not his first fight, so we'll see how he does.
Yeah, I think Ratanui BEAZLEY did fight at the Shuriken Grassroots tournament. And he did really well there too. You know, he's under the good guidance at the Combat Academy of Dan Hooker, one of our most decorated UFC fighters to come out of New Zealand, probably one of the first local-based UFC fighters to come out of New Zealand. We have had a lot of New Zealand-based fighters, but he was probably the first local-based, fought on these shows, grew up through these shows, so it's great to see him running his own club and giving back to the MMA community.
Fighting out of the blue corner, let's make some noise for Matthew
So that's 3 fights in and 3 finishes. Judges haven't had a lot to do tonight, so good entertaining night of fights. Hopefully this one follows the same pattern.
Although the judges didn't have much to do, the refs had a busy night. The refs have had a busy night tonight, eh? Looking after fighter safety. Matthew definitely coming out looking like the bigger fighter at the moment. No, he knows he's got a job. Although don't let those looks be deceiving. Matthew Taylor looking a little bit more pumped, a bit more aggression throughout the face. You know, he's here to fight. You know, he's no stranger to this cage.
Very experienced. I'm excited. Should be a good fight.
Just to tape up the gloves.
All right, boys, you've had your briefing. All right, I want you to listen to my instructions at all times, okay? Fight clean, fight hard, touch them up now if you want.
Round one.
Ratanui Beasley coming out in the side, southpaw stance, throws a side kick. He's going to try to get his right foot on the outside of Matthew's left foot to open up his left hand and his left kick. But if he's got that side kick working for him, he can work from both, you know. If his foot's on the inside, he's going to lift it up and slam the heel into the stomach. Just going to use that side kick to find the range, it looks like. Matthew Taylor taking the center, throwing a kick of his own. Nice right hook by Ratanui Beasley.
Ratanui leading with their feint, or their roundhouse kick, pulling it back and landing on the right, straight right. There's 2 times he's done it now. Both Ratanui switching stance, taking control.
He's doing a good job of measuring the range as well. He's firing his kicks, and when Matthew comes into counter, he's just slipping out. Good right kick there. Oh, and that was a solid side kick. I think the heel found the home. And you see his hands are very low, Ratanui. Maybe an anticipation of a takedown. And it looks like he's trying to sit at that left hand, throw the right hand out wide, and come down the middle with the straight. Nice jab, nice head movement. Just flicking it out there. Doesn't seem to mind having his back against the fence. Sure, he's got some good counter wrestling training with Dan Hooker.
Ratanui really comfortable with his hands nice and low at his hip. And there you have it. Matt shoots him for the takedown. Ratanui shoots for double unders. He sets his hand. He's got the guillotine. Elbows nice and high. Matt Taylor manages to get out.
And even though he didn't get the choke, it was a good way to get Matt to disengage, let him off the fence. Yeah, Matthew's just trying to close him off. He's just cutting off his angles, putting him up against the fence. And even though, ooh, nice side kick. Even though he's dominating the space, Ratanui is still landing the cleaner shots. Nice jab from Ratanui, but gets spun around by the leg kick. Oh, upstairs with the left. Nice, both of them throwing wild to finish. Side kick to finish. Good round. I'd probably give it to Ratanui Beasley, just landing more shots. Matthew Taylor staying aggressive though. It wasn't a walkover by any means.
Matt Taylor finishing on that strong, finishing up that round nice and strong.
Down and then throw a big straight, yeah? But every time you throw those jabs and he leans back like this, Mac, that's when I need you, to throw that low kick to his leg, yeah? He's opening himself up every time. Every time you push forward, he's leaning back like this. Lead leg? Lead leg, lead leg.
You feel his strength in that?
Oh,
How do you feel? How do you feel against the kick?
all right.
Yeah.
Not really that good.
You feel like you could out grapple him?
Yeah.
The striking's just looking a bit close. I feel if you just wrestle him a few times, he'll get like real heavy and real wild on the feet,
Yeah.
and that's when your knockout will come.
Doesn't take a lot to cut with those little gloves, especially when the Vaseline wears off. And round 2 gets underway. Again, Matthew Taylor coming to the center. Ratanui Beasley pretty happy to back up. Comes out in the orthodox stance, back to southpaw. It looks like he's looking for that side kick again. He's stepping in with the back leg. Throws it up high this time. Nice. Oh, and on the leg. Nice scramble there from Matthew. Ratanui's on the back now, body lock. Let's see if he can spin him around. Nice takedown. He should use that butterfly hook to kick him away and make space. Nah, don't pull it out. And back to full guard. The problem with full guard is you're holding him in place. Tries to get a knee in to control the inside space. He's going to throw it for a triangle, I think. Ratanui Beasley's got good posture. Countering that nicely. He's going to try to free up the hands. Matthew's controlling his wrists. Let's see what he can do from on top. Good shots. I don't know if up kicks to the head are legal. Nah, they're not. Good shots from the bottom there. Only problem is you're still losing if you're on the bottom. The way the scoring system is.
I like to see Matt open up his legs and be a little bit more active. He's got nice long legs, so he can control that inside space and the distance. He can control the distance and take away the distance. I'd like to see him open up that guard and work.
He needs to get his feet on the hips. Kick away and use the fence to stand up. Ratanui's doing what Carl was doing. He's getting him stacked up, getting his knees over his head, so it's hard to get your legs in. He gets his legs in there, but he can't find purchase to kick away. And then back on the ground. Ratanui just grinding him with his head, controlling the space. Matthew needs to sit up over one shoulder, start cycling the bottom leg out, look for an overhook and stand up. Good pressure from Ratanui.
Ratanui using the cage to keep Matt Taylor's head up and wedge him. Oh, there we go. Goes for the ankle lock. So we have spins over, hips to the ground, belly down, and now he's looking over. Matt doing really well to change the angle up there.
It's a hard one to finish with the gloves and shin guards though sometimes. He's got the outside leg position, but Matthew's making him pay for it. Landing solid shots. Ratanui's bringing his right foot in to make space. The left shin is across the stomach. Matthew Beasley's going to look to get his left knee to the outside of his hip and come down to a leg drag position. Ratanui catches the foot and kicks him down, up to the feet. And his nose is leaking blood. Whiffs on the uppercut. Ratanui looks tired. Matthew's got to push forward, put pressure on. That's a lot of blood coming down from the face of Ratanui Beasley. Nice jabs. Beautiful jabs. He's plugging them. And Ratanui is tired, Johnny.
Spending a lot of energy in that guard. Matt Taylor looking very strong towards the end of that second round. What we would have liked to see was a bit more Kazushi from Ratanui, maybe taking off that rock in the center of gravity and knocking him down while he was attacking that heel hook, the footlock.
There was an up kick here.
Yeah.
There was an up kick here.
Was up kick off the body?
No, in the face. It was in the face.
I didn't catch it.
It got me in the fucking face. You up kicked him. That's kind of fight. Good job, bro. Lean on the cage, lean on the cage, lean back, lean back, lean back, lean back, lean back.
More of the same. Look at me. You just got to keep clean now and just keep striking him, okay? Because he is done for. That front kick, you need to hit it. He's going to come out and he's going to swing for the fences in the first 10, 20 seconds, I guarantee you. You hear me? What's he going to do?
Swing for the first
He's going to try and knock you out.
And hold.
Hold it.
Oh, sure.
And
Good man.
get your breathing down.
Good man.
I want you to take him down on the mountain.
I'd say that's one round apiece. This is going to be the decider.
As you can see, you know, there was potential for the referee wanting to ask if the fight should go on with the amount of damage there Ratanui had.
Yeah, as long as there's no serious cut, I don't see a problem with the blood, you know. Touch gloves. Matthew Taylor presses forward, and again, Ratanui Beasley lets himself get pushed back to the fence. I don't think that's a good option when you're tired. Matthew's probably going to stick out that jab, open that nose a little bit. Ratanui's mouth is wide open. Front kick. Good left hook by Matt. That looks like a slip. Good right hand. He's got him up against the fence. He's laying shots. Ratanui counters. Matt sprawls on the neck. Wraps up his head. That's going to be, oh, that might be tight. It looks like he's going to pop out. Yeah, he's going to pop out. Matt needs to get his feet on the hips straight away, kick away and make space. Don't hang around there. Post on the shoulders. You see him posting with that left hand, shifting to the side. Ratanui's holding him down.
He's asking for it. Obviously, the and bleed from his nose is quite severe. He can't breathe in and out of his nose, so he's breathing with his mouth open. Not enough efficiency to get in the air, and so he can recompose and try and take control of the fight. He's got a very dominant position here. I'd like to see him progress.
Yeah, Matthew's on the neck. He's going to cycle his leg out. Ratanui's down to the legs. Let's see if he can finish it. And he does. Matthew needs to work out here. Ratanui's going to win the fight from on top. The problem with having the nose all bloodied up and not being able to breathe through it is, of course, if you leave your mouth hanging open, it's a lot more easier to get knocked out. If they catch the chin or they catch the jaw, they need to bite down on their mouth guard. Matthew's got his back against the fence. Let's see if he can use it to stand up. You see him trying to post, but Ratanui's got his head nice and low. Matthew's trying to get his feet on the hips. He needs to go now. Halfway through the last round. Matthew, yeah, and the ref ends it up. Good decision. He's just lying on him. Man, that's a lot of blood. Oh my goodness. That's got to be broken, right? And he's game though. Matthew's in his face though. Yeah, bit of a big lash, just throwing dirty uppercuts on the inside. Over the top, nice knee to the body. That hurt him. Matthew needs to come forward. 30 seconds. Yeah, and he lays down the challenge. Lands some shots, needs to be careful not to get countered though. Ratanui's exhausted. And Matthews is standing in his face, hands are low. Slips the shot there. 10 seconds to go. Sticking him with the jab. Throws a kick. And we got a bit of blood on the commentary booth.
And there we have it. How's it feel, Matt? Eating a bit of blood there?
I only have one good shirt and it's ruined. Cool. I love my job.
What a fight. What an amazing fight, you know. Very big half from Ratanui Beasley. Matt Taylor started off the fight very slow, but man, came out nice and strong towards the end there. I have to say that Matt Taylor may finish this fight on top.
Yeah, definitely. I think he took that last round. Who do I bill for the dry cleaning? Blood doesn't come out.
You know, we just talked about how easy the judges had it this evening. I think we may have jinxed it. That was probably one of the toughest fights I've seen. That fight went scale to scale from end to end the whole time. Matt Taylor was in charge, Ratanui was in charge. Matt Taylor had dominant position, Ratanui had dominant position, but Matt Taylor was active. You know, where did the scale fit? You know, that's what it comes down to, the skill of the judges and what they saw played out on.
Yeah, I think you got to give it to the damage of Matt Taylor though. He really busted up Ratanui's nose. Ratanui did well though, firing back even though he was tired. But I don't know. I think the Lions Den boys took it tonight.
Yes, and we have a lot of blood on our commentating table right now. As you can see, towards the end of that fight, Matt Taylor had Ratanui backed up against the cage, up against us, and he hit the shot as Ratanui circled off. Ratanui's nose was facing towards us, and we consumed it.
Don't worry though, I didn't get on the popcorn. We're fine.
After 3 rounds, we have a unanimous majority decision. I'll put you out of your misery. Your winner, fighting out of the blue corner.
As expected, you know, Ratanui came in strong in the first round, dominated, but I guess the experience of Matt Taylor pulled him through to the end of the fight. Matt Taylor very happy, very excited. The Wee Teddy boys happy as well.
I know you're fighting that hard and you're acting the result, but you've got to be really proud of it.
Yeah, that's my cousin.
Johnny has blood on his pants. Not good to see.
I guess we're happy to say that these guys will take their bloods, that they're not allowed to fight in this cage without having their doctor's bloods and everything checked out.
They are clean.
We are safe.
makes us very happy. It's one thing we pride ourselves on up in the north is just, you know, leaving it all in the cage. It's no quit. So, you know, with the first fight, he wasn't going to quit, but his safety was my priority. And there's another example. We just don't give up. We build hard. Yeah. Thanks, mate.